안녕하세요. 안티곤의 니나입니다. 오늘은 챕터 5를 읽어보겠습니다. As each day passed, I would learn in our talk something about the little prince's planet, his departure from it, his journey. The information would come very slowly, as in my chance to fall from his thought. 전 이 문장이 아주 마음에 듭니다. 이게 어린 왕자가 직접 말하는 법이 없죠. 어린 왕자가 이렇게 문득 이렇게 한마디씩 내뱉는 그런 속에서 그 주인공 나가 하나하나씩 그 어린 왕자를 캐치하면서 그 나중에 그 어린 왕자의 전체에 대해서 완성하게 되는 거죠. 마치 물방울이 똑똑 떨어져서 그릇에 물이 가득 차듯이 그런 표현들인 것 같아요. 예. The information would come very slowly, as in my chance to fall from his thought. It was in this way that I heard, on the third day, about the catastrophe of the baobabs. This time, once more, I had the sheep to thank for it, for the little prince asked me abruptly, as if seized by a grave doubt. It is true, isn't it, that sheep eat little bushes? Yes, that is true. I'm glad. I didn't understand why it was so important that sheep should eat little bushes, but the little prince added, then it follows that they also eat baobabs. I pointed out to the little prince that baobabs were not little bushes, but on the contrary, trees as big as castles, and that even if he took a whole herd of elephants away with him, the herd would not eat up one single baobab. The idea of a herd of elephants made the little prince laugh. You would have to put them one on top of the other, he said. But he made a wise comment. Before they grow so big, the baobabs start out by being little. That is strictly correct, I said. But why do you want the sheep to eat the little baobabs? He answered me at once. Oh, come, as if he were speaking of something that was self-evident. And I was obliged to make a great mental effort to solve this problem without any assistance. Indeed, I learned there were on the planet where the little prince lived, as on all planets, good plants and bad plants. In consequence, there were good seeds from good plants and bad seeds from bad plants. But seeds are invisible. They sleep deep in the heart of the earth's darkness until someone among them is seized with the desire to awaken. Then this little seed will stretch itself and begin, timidly at first, to push a charming little sprig inoffensively upward towards the sun. If it is only a sprout of radish or the sprig of a rosebush, one would let it grow everywhere it might wish. But when it is a bad plant, one must destroy it as soon as possible, the very first instant that one recognizes it. Now there were some terrible seeds on the planet that was the home of the little prince, and these were the seeds of the baobab. The soil of the planet was infested with them. A baobab is something you will never be able to get rid of if we attend to it too late. It spreads over the entire planet. It bores clear through it with its roots. And if the planet is too small and the baobabs are too many, they split it in pieces. It is a question of discipline, the little prince said to me later on. When you've finished your own toilet in the morning, then it is time to attend to the toilet of your planet. Just so, with the greatest care. 이 문장도 아주 마음에 들어요. It is a question of discipline. 아침에 화장실을 다녀오는 것처럼 그 어린 왕자는 그 자신의 그 플라넷을 그렇게 습관적으로 그 어떤 그런 커다란 어떤 그런 그 돌봄의 의식, 머릿속에 의식을 가지고 그렇게 이제 그 플라넷을 돌보는데, 그거는 그 디스플린, 훈련의 문제라고 이야기를 하는데, 굉장히 그 저는 좀 이제 자기개발 서적도 많이 읽어서 그런지 이게 막 그렇게 느껴집니다. 여하튼 되게 좋아하는 문장이에요. It is a question of discipline. 예전에는 잘 눈에 들어오지 않았던 건데 이번에 꽤 들어오네요. It is a question of discipline, the little prince said to me later on. When you've finished your own toilet in the morning, then it is time to attend to the toilet of your planet, just so, with the greatest care. You must see to it that you pull up regularly all the baobabs at the very first moment when they can be distinguished from the rose bushes, which they resemble so closely in their earliest youth. It is very tedious work, the little prince added, but very easy. 그렇죠? 그런 과정 돌보고 이러는, 세심하게 돌보고 이러는 과정들이 좀 지난한 일이긴 하지만 일단 그것이 훈련이 되고 나면, 습관이 되고 나면 very easy, 아주 쉬워지죠. And one day he said to me, you ought to make a beautiful drawing so that the children where you live can see exactly how all this is. That would be very useful to them if they were to travel someday. Sometimes, he added, there is no harm in putting off a piece of work until another day, but when it is a matter of baobabs, that always means a catastrophe. I knew a planet that was inhabited by a lazy man. He neglected these little bushes. So, as the little prince described it to me, I have made a drawing of that planet. I do not much like to take the tone of a moralist, but the danger of the baobabs is so little understood, and such considerable risks would be learned by anyone who might get lost on an asteroid that for once I am breaking through my leisure. Children, I said plainly, watch out for the baobabs. My friends, like myself, have been skirting this danger for a long time without ever knowing it, and so it is for them that I have worked so hard over this drawing. The lesson which I passed by this means is worth all the trouble it has cost me. Perhaps you will ask me, why are there no other drawings in this book as magnificent and impressive as this drawing of the baobabs? The reply is simple. I have tried, but with the others I have not been successful. When I made the drawing of the baobabs, I was carried beyond myself by the inspiring force of urgent necessity. 여기까지 읽었는데요. 제가 이번엔 계속 읽지 않고 중간에 제가 마음에 드는 몇 문장들을 이야기를 했어요. 근데 확실히 몇 번 읽었지만 예전에 들어오지 않던 문장들이 다시 새롭게 들어오네요. 여하튼 아까 읽으면서 말씀드렸던 그 문장들이 이번 챕터에서 좀 많이 더 눈에 들어왔습니다. 고맙습니다.